So let's start with the first paragraph. Let me read the original version. Right now, English has played an important role in the world. It has now become the main language in the world. Every country learns English because it is a good language of international communication. Being able to speak English is good. We can talk to foreigners and help them to understand what other people say to them. I mean, like we translate what the foreigners say to them and we transfer their language to them with the target language. That's the original version. So we are going to make this right. Okay, so the first is the word right now. In the very first sentence, the right this right now word is cannot be placed in the beginning of the sentence. So we have to move this to the end or middle of the sentence. So this sentence will be like this. English has played an important role in the world right now. And after that sentence, we can put the period and continue with the next sentence. It is now become the main language in the world. The word it should be capitalized because it it is the beginning of the sentence. So it is now become the main language in the world. That's the second sentence. And the third is every country learns English because it is a language of international communication. I think there are no incorrect spelling or pronunciation, so we can move to the next sentence. Being able to speak English is good. We can talk to foreigner and help them to understand what other people say to them. I think we need to put period after the word them and start the next sentence. The original version is I mean like we translate what the foreigners say to them and we transfer the language to them with the target language. I think the word man after I is the correct one is man, MEAN. So the sentence can be I mean like we translate what the foreigners say to them and we translate their language. I'm sorry, and the words them with between the word to and the target language in the end of the sentence. I think we need to omit the word them with. So the whole sentence in the end of the paragraph is I mean I mean like we translate what the foreigners said to them and we transfer their language to the target language. That's the correct sentence. Okay, so I think that's all for the first paragraph. Let's move to the next paragraph.
First sentence. On the other hand, as we have learned, the English speaker has many things to care. This sentence contains tangling modifier, so we have to change the sentence. English speaker has many things to care, as we have learned. So the sentence will be, on the other hand, English speaker has many things to care, as we have learned. And it is terminated with period. And next sentence, especially in Indonesia, many of us might think that if some of us can speak English fluently and clearly, so they are awesome. But it's not about that. English is more than that. I think we have to change might to become me, because it is something that happened in Indonesia especially. So we should not use might, because might is used for something might not happen. So the sentence is become, especially in Indonesia. Many of us may think that if some of us can speak English fluently and clearly, so they are awesome. But it's not about that. English is more than that. In the next sentence, English is also a business communication. When you can speak English clearly, some company might hire you. We have to add comma after clearly and before some company. So it be English. It's also a business communication. When you can speak English clearly, some company might hire you. And we also have to change might to be may. Some company may hire you. And this sentence this sentence is terminated with period. In the next sentence, we have to omit because, and it's become nowadays they ask for your English certification and the English score for making sure how far you can speak English. We must change asked to ask, because asked is verb 2, and the sentence is not past tense, it's not past participant. It is the fact, so we have to use verb 1. It's only us. Nowadays, they ask for your English certification and the English score for making sure how far you can speak English and how you can talk to foreigners with English itself. And this last how is not capital, because there is no period and it is not first sentence. And that's all.
And then the last paragraph. I will read the original paragraph first. Also, English makes you easier to travel across the world. It helps you to communicate to the native of that country even though their mother language is not English. Because English is used by many countries in the world as their second language, you can talk to or communicate to many people across the world using English. On this paragraph, there are some errors here. The first error is on the beginning of the sentence, there is also. We cannot using also for the first word of the sentence, so I will change it into English also makes you easier and blah 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 blah. And then the second error is there is a comma between the word and it helps. Rather than using comma, you can change the comma into and. So the correct sentence is English also makes you easier to travel across the world and helps you to communicate to the native and blah 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 blah. And then the next error here is there's a county. In my opinion, county here can be right or wrong, but according to the topic, country is the most suitable here because the topic here talk about language. Why I don't agree if using county, because it will be out of topic, and county will be more suitable if the passage talk about region. And then I think that's all for this paragraph, and for the next sentence there is no misspelling or incorrect word. So thank you for your attention.